We are learning more tonight about last month's deadly mid-air collision off Town Line Road in the town of Lancaster. One pilot and 9-year-old girl walked away. The other pilot and a 14-year-old boy died in the crash. The NTSB released a preliminary report today. News 4's Lou Raguse breaks it down for us. Lou?
This is the report that gives more information about what happened in midair. It doesn't explain why the planes crashed, but it gives us a much clearer picture how it happened. According to the NTSB report, both airplanes took off on roughly the same track. The larger Cessna plane was traveling faster and at first higher than the Sea Ray. At roughly the same time, the two planes changed altitude. The Cessna dropped right on the back of the Sea Ray. The Cessna began to spiral to the ground, while the Sea Ray was spun around and found a place to safely crash land. The two people inside the Cessna were killed, 78-year-old pilot Anthony Mercurio and 14-year-old passenger James Metz. 58-year-old Kevin D'Angelo and his 9-year-old passenger inside the Sea Ray survived. News 4 aviation expert Bob Miller says the report paints a very good picture of how the accident happened, which can be compared to a fast car approaching a slow car on the highway.
Just imagine driving down the New York State Thruway with the car in front of you doing 40 miles an hour, and you're driving in the same lane behind him at 60 miles an hour. You can almost begin to draw your own conclusions based upon that fact alone.
But the preliminary report does not assign fault. It doesn't give a reason why the accident happened. Miller says it'll be interesting to see what the final NTSB report says about the role of Buffalo Air Traffic Control. Should a controller have been watching more carefully, or did they follow all the protocols they were legally required to do?
This is, again, a very, very rare kind of aviation accident. It doesn't happen very often at all compared to all other accidents.
And I talked with the coordinator of the Young Eagles program, which both pilots and their young passengers were taking part in. He told me their next rally doesn't take place until next June, so they have time to learn more about this crash before deciding whether the program needs to be changed. Reporting live, Lou Raguse, News 4 at 5.